if you're feeling overwhelmed, use the process of elimination. Start eliminating things that are stealing your time but producing little results or producing little fruit. A lot of times we can get like masters of minor things, little things. And yes, the details matter, but if you are putting all your time and emphasis into something that's not producing, you have to figure out a better way. It's like adding versus multiplying. It gets you the same results, but multiplying is quicker than adding. Adding takes more time. Multiplying is basically like a quantum leap to get you the end result, but much quicker. This is why Jesus, I think, talked about multiplying. In the Bible, he doesn't talk about adding. A lot of the parables are about multiplying. And so using the process of elimination is the easiest thing, because then you're not just shifting and shuffling the same things around. It's like a lot of times people, they live on a budget and they have all these things and then they're trying to make the money work within those things. Well, if you can eliminate something, it opens up that free space. It allows you to work better and with what you have, instead of trying to just shuffle things around. It's like decluttering or organizing. Like I always tell people, if you're going to organize, you have to purge first. Otherwise, you're just spending a bunch of time moving stuff from one place to the next, feeling like you won or you accomplished something. Like, oh, I spent all day organizing my closet. Yeah, you just spent a day moving things from one area to the next. Yes, it's cleaner. Yes, it looks better. But if you don't eliminate first, then you're not really accomplishing anything, because you're just shuffling things around. You're just spending your time shuffling things around. And I did that for a long time. It was like organized clutter. It was like, oh, well, at least it's all organized and the bins were labeled and everything looked great. But I spent a lot of time doing that. And then you're spending money on all the bins that you need to store all of the stuff. So eliminate first. Use the process of elimination. Simplify. It's basically cutting the fat. I keep certain things like Christmas stuff. I'm not going to get rid of all my Christmas stuff every year and rebuy it. I'm going to keep what I love and what I'm going to reuse every year. And in that case, you're going to have hopefully like bins or whatever that's labeled for Christmas stuff. So you're organizing with what you love the most. You're keeping it, in an orderly way. But what I used to do is I had bins for every season. I had Christmas, Valentine's, Easter, 4th of July, Halloween, which I don't celebrate anymore, haven't for like 6 years, fall, all this stuff. So I had so many bins, and every season or every holiday I would get those bins out, get the stuff out, organize, put it up, put it back, had to sort it, get the next one out. It was like a never-ending process of getting all this stuff out for every season, to decorate for every season. And what I did was I thought, well, half of these things I don't really care about anymore. I don't need to decorate for Valentine's Day. I don't need a bunch of, Easter decorations, pumpkins. I don't need 50 pumpkins and hay bales and all this stuff. Now, some people love to do that, but I just realized I was wasting a lot of time on the putting back. I mean, it took me a week to put stuff back and then getting it out again. And then I'm cleaning the home and getting it ready for the next season. So now I broke it up into just a few different categories. Christmas is my number one. I keep Christmas decorations. That's my number one season that I decorate for. I go all out for. I love, and that's basically it. For fall, I only keep a few fall colored stems. And I use like cozy throw blankets and deeper earthy colors. I don't really do like major summer decorating or anything like that, or big spring. Maybe just shifting the colors to lighter tones or pastels. That's it. And in the winter, I keep it very simple and neutral, and just a winter refresh. Maybe some winter greenery, keeping it cozy because it's still chilly out, but you're removing all of the bling and the abundance in the res and the patterns from Christmas. Transitioning from Christmas to winter, it's really easy. So you're just pulling back a little bit. Christmas is a really busy season. It's abundant. If you love decorating like I do, your trees are full. You got color and you got reds and you got plaids and you got a lot of stuff everywhere. And so what you do is you just take away the stuff that screams Christmas, the nutcrackers. You would take away like the plaids, you would take away the color, you would take away all of that real holiday style stuff, and then you would just leave out the greenery. If you want to leave the trees out and you leave them up bare, that's a really beautiful look for winter. You leave some garlands and maybe some wreaths. You're going to leave the cozy blankets, throw blankets, maybe some creams, whites, browns, just that really cozy, simple winter look. You want to leave out some candles, but you're getting rid of all of like the real festive stuff. So even the scents of the candles are going from holiday berry to maybe like a calmer winter scent. And the music is going from, really holiday, jazz to maybe something more subtle. So you're allowing that winter time as a reset for your mind and your body to really kind of calm down after a busy season. You're using that time as a reset, some quiet time, some downtime. Maybe you need to do a detox because you ate a lot of sweets. Maybe you need to, you start an active routine again. But you're going through and you're eliminating what don't I need, what can I let go of, giving yourself some space to breathe, opening up the windows and doors so your home can breathe, letting in that fresh air, washing the sheets. I switch the sheets from plaid and festive to more of a white. Actually do a little bit of a pattern with like a ski print in my son's room. So it's wintry, but not overly festive. And that's really how we just leave it from January to February, because now I don't do Valentine's. Before I used to jump right into Valentine's. Everything was hearts. And now I'm saving money without decorating for Valentine's and not bringing in all of that, you're just not worried about it as much. And then when spring enters, you just shift to maybe some fresh flowers. So it doesn't have to be overly complicated. You pick the season or seasons that you love the most, and you're giving yourself less to do, so you're not worked up all the time, and you're not chasing stuff all the time. You're not chasing trends. You're not, Home Goods has all this stuff out. I mean, they probably have Valentine's stuff out right now before Christmas. You don't need most of it, and if you want to do a little bit of a setup, again, you can do whatever you want. You can do a big setup, little setup. I did do more of these setups when the kids were little. But again, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of money. You're constantly shifting things around. And my husband hated it, actually. He loves Christmas, but he hated that I was always busy decorating every season, on to the next. And it was a lot of money spending a lot of money on things, just chasing through the season. So winter is the perfect time to reset, to have some downtime, to pull things in, to get life in order, to get your goals in order, to figure out what direction you're going in, what do you want to do, what changes do you need to make, what do you need to let go of, really leaning into what God has for you and your family for that next year. And you're just entering into that beautiful, quiet time after a busy, festive holiday season. So I love the holidays. I love Christmas, my favorite. I know I've mentioned that a few times. And so I like to go all out during Christmas. I like the music and, just all of the festivities. I like to feel like a kid. That's the one time a year that I don't really keep all the limits. There's no, we sleep in, we stay up late, we watch movies, we bake, we just enjoy all of it. And it's just that time where you take some of those rules away and you really just get into the movement of it, the feeling of it, the spirit of it, the joy, the gratitude, the abundance, the peace, all of it. And but again, it could get a little bit exhausting because it's a lot, especially if you prepare and you're decorating and you're buying gifts and you're doing all kinds of other different things. You might just get a little tired. So that's why kind of pulling it all in and resetting after Christmas is a perfect thing to do for your mind, your body, your spirit, and every area of your family's life. Eliminate things, and when you let things go, you're opening up your life for greater good. You're opening up your life. So when you let go of the lower things, the things that are stealing your time, robbing your energy, producing little fruit that you are spending so much time doing that isn't producing, okay, so I take a little bit of that back, because if you're building a business, it's going to look like nothing's happening in the beginning stages, right? You're putting a lot of time and energy in, maybe nothing's happening right away. You're working out, you don't see results for the first 3 or 4 months. That's not what I'm talking about, because that is movement towards something that's going to change your life or benefit. Those are building habits and discipline. You have to do that. What I'm talking about is, let's say you spend all your time writing lists, but you don't execute on any of that. You just write it all down over and over and over and change it, and this is what you have to do, but you don't do any of it. You just keep writing it. That's what I'm talking about. If you're spending all of your time doing something, let's say you're talking on the phone to a friend about changes you need to make, and you guys talk every day about it, but you don't make any changes, you're spending a lot of time doing things that aren't producing. It's just wasting time, So eliminating those things to actually take action is what I'm talking about. Instead of talking about something, you're actually taking the action to do it. So there is a difference. And when you take the action, you realize, whoa, that was much easier than I made it out to be. A lot of times we just overcomplicate things and we get so caught up in the preparation of it that we never actually execute. You have to execute. There is no perfect time to do it. The weather's not going to be perfect. Your life's not going to be perfect. Circumstances aren't going to always align up. By you making the decision, that's what's shifting things. So you're actually creating the movement by the decision and you causing it to move. Instead of waiting for something to tell you when to do it. Oh, this is the right time. Now I'll do it. This is the right time. You have to be the one in control, not the environment controlling you. So I hope that helps.